And I have occasionally given classes during my own working hours. So I try to fit my schedule to that of our students. I think that we have something in the nature of about 100 distance education classes. And I'm anxious to work with other professors doing the same thing for them that I have done for the business professor, because I think that this offers a real advantage to our students in Rome. And we don't have a librarian in Rome. We've got a library assistant there who tries to assist these students with the use of the databases, but I'd like them to have access to me, and I'm willing to work with them on their schedule so that they feel that there's a contact with the university. Our university, as with many others, has a problem with retention, and one of the things that we find improves retention is the ability of students to feel that they can come in contact with faculty members. So I'm anxious to make myself as available to them and trying to do my one-man campaign to increase, to help retention at the university. One of the other things I have on my site, and let me turn around and bring it. Oops, what happened here? And I'm sure you've seen these on other sites. It's my little choice bar. I will try to bring that forward so that you can all maybe get a closer look at it. If students, or if anybody, clicks on any of these discs, it brings up a little note card with choices to direct them outside directly to our databases and some of the tutorials that we've created. Now, we're in competition with ourselves here in Second Life because students can go to our website and get these databases directly. So one of my challenges here is to try to make our Second Life location not only a site where they are forced to come and listen to me because their professor requires it, but a site where they know they can come back to and perhaps get some instruction that they're not going to get any other way. And one of the invitations I leave with these students is if they want to meet with me, I will meet with them in Second Life on their schedule for the most part, anytime they want. Now, I'm not going to get up at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning to do that, but outside of that, I can be pretty flexible. One of the other challenges that I have to face, and it's something that I should have done from the beginning but haven't, is to begin to get more feedback from the students on their reaction to Second Life. They've been forced to visit me because they have to get the transcript to pass in with their Second Life evaluation. But outside that and beyond that, did they get anything out of meeting with me in Second Life that they couldn't have gotten on their own? How I'm going to get an honest answer out of students who can click on anything and not worry, because I certainly won't share their responses with the faculty just as a matter of confidentiality. But I would like to develop a questionnaire that gets at the heart of why students are finding this useful or not. If any of you have worked on such a questionnaire, I would love to hear from you. And if you permit, let me use some of the ideas that you've created. So that is pretty much the end of my formal presentation. We have a number of distance education classes. I'm working with about 2 or 3 of these folks at the moment, out of a total of 100 faculty that teach distance education, so I'm only covering 3%. I suppose I could do a few more before I have overextended myself. But those are my goals. As I said, this is a work in progress. I'm still trying to figure out how best to do these presentations. I evaluate my presentations on my own, trying to figure out, okay, what do I need to add? The information bar hasn't changed since I created about a year ago. I need to look at that. I need to create more of them. And I need to work with more distance education professors. to try to convince the university to create its own site so that we can have something a little more complex, something with a little more substance to it. I can't do it on myself because I've got other responsibilities at the university as well. Are there any questions at this point? Okay, I'm sorry. Is my sound back now? Okay, I apologize for that. I guess when one thing goes wrong, you can count on several going wrong. I think the question was, what questions do students ask? They sometimes move away from the specific assignment, ask about other databases. One of the recent assignments I had was for investors about to go into China. What ought they to know? And I try to discuss the fact that the search involves not simply creating one search, but creating several for each of the various subtopics. And I tried to give them examples, but more importantly than giving them the examples, as I give the examples, I try to demonstrate the principles that I'm using, and I try to point out the fact that all of our databases have tools within them that will make their searches better. So, to some extent, I try to duplicate what I've done in real life, things that I've known have worked in real life, things that students have come back to me in real life and said, thank you for telling us that. It has made our searching so much better. And I've heard comments from faculty members in real life that the students that have attended the sessions, not only mine, but the other librarians as well, end up doing better papers and getting better grades. So that's one of the things that I suppose that I should be emphasizing in Second Life, that attending a Second Life session may get you a better grade. Something students are certainly interested in. Any other questions? One thing I forgot to do at the beginning was to congratulate the Alliance on their third anniversary, and to thank them for giving me the opportunity of speaking here. How do they find out that I'm here? Well, at the moment, I'm working with individual professors, and they're mentioning it in their classes, and the business professor I'm working with makes it a requirement. I have occasionally been on the island, and I've had students stopping by unannounced. They said that they had heard from a student that I had this island here, and they were interested in exploring.